Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please you can encourage us by doing so, because this will help us to do more videos, latest videos as it happens. And together we can work with our great leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, and Eastern Security Network to bring our Biafran dream to a reality, and at the same time expose the terrorist activities of the Nigerian government to the world to see. My brothers and my sisters, the greatest mistake that the Fulanis Nigerian government and the Serikin Fulani of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, did was their coward killing of Ikonso. They are now regretting their actions and have no peace, because the consequences of their action is now becoming clearer to them. They thought it was business as usual. It is becoming clearer to them. They never envisaged that their action will bring about their doom, extinction, and fall of the Fulani Caliphate and Nigeria. Out of their fear and desperation, they asked other countries to come and rescue them. But no responsible country was listening to them or is listening to them. No one. Even with their bribes, they offer bribes, and those ones said, no, we don't want bribe. Go and sort out your issue. Because the Fulani Nigerian government have seen the love our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has for the Hausa people and the Northern Christian through his preaching on a daily basis. They have seen it. They are now reaching out to prominent Hausa and Northern Christian leaders to help them beg Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to show Fulani mercy. They have also reached out to some Biafran leaders to plead their case. But their sin is so grievous, and our leader have refused to accept the Fulani Nigerian government and Hope Uzodinma pleas. No, it's not. They have to pay. They will surely pay for their coward acts. For killing Biafrans and for killing Ikonso, they must pay. Some people who watched my video, they keep asking for video evidence of all the news that we give out on a daily basis. My brothers and my sisters, I'm sorry, we can't do that. We can't do that, because if we do so, we're endangering the life of those who gave us information. Because most of them are in government offices. Most of them are close to the Janjaweeds. And we don't want to expose them. And that is why we don't publish videos and or show anything that will implicate anyone. The Fulani Nigerian government, one thing is clear about them. The Fulanis are fighting an undeclared war against Biafra. And they are looking for any information, anyone who can betray his brother, to help them stop Biafran freedom. And we won't, betray anyone. And it won't be a wise idea or thing to play into the Fulani Janjaweed's hand by providing a video evidence that will, that they will use to locate and eliminate their assumed or potential enemies or presumed enemies. For example, some Biafrans living in Germany, during one of our leaders' question and answer program, they told him that they were denied Nigerian passport renewal because their Facebook page showed that they were supporting IPOB, that they were supporting ESN. So the embassy staff, the ambassador refused to renew their passport. So if you give video evidence, then they will track the people down, and we will not be able to churn out this kind of news that we churn out on a daily basis. The Fulani Nigerian government, who wants Mazin Nandekano's mercy? The Janjaweed thinks we are foolish. They want mercy, but they are still the ones that brought over 10,000 Libyan terrorists into Nigeria and dressed them in Nigerian military uniforms, and they are the ones sending them to Imo State for their shameless and coward show of force. The thief people in Nasarawa State are crying for help because Fulani terrorists are killing them and sending them out of their ancestral land. They cry to their Fulani governor, who does not care if they all perish. The Nigerian government, instead of sending the military to these TVs to rescue them in Nasarawa State, they are looking for help. But they won't do that. Instead, they send them to Imo. Imo that did not ask you for military. No, there was no trouble. And you are sending people who need help. You are not sending military to them. The ones that don't need help, that's the ones you are sending military to. And that's why they are called Janjaweed. The Nigerian government also is not sending help to the Nupe people in Niger State, who have been ravaged by Fulani terrorist bandits in their land. And their Fulani governor is just crying out, but he's supporting the terrorists. Nigerian government is now withdrawing military from Niger State instead of sending them to help the TV people. And that's the problem you have when you support one Nigeria. What about the Ogoni people in Biafra land? These are the same people that came out some days ago and they were shouting that they are not Biafrans because the Fulanis are deceiving them. But now their women can no longer go to their farmlands. They can't. They can't go to their farmland because the Fulani terrorists, are preventing them. They want to take over their land. And their governor, the little Hitler, Nyesom Wike, is not even asking for Nigerian help to come and rescue our mothers, our Biafran mothers. But he will invite military to come and massacre Biafrans anytime he sees or hear about IPOB. Or he goes to kidnap, Jewish worshippers in synagogue while they are praying. The Nigerian government is sending those ragtag terrorist Nigerian military to show force in Imo State. What a show of weakness and stupidity. The British and the Fulani succeeded in sowing seed of discord between the Igbo Biafrans and other non-Igbo speaking Biafrans during the Nigerian Civil War in 1967 to 70. They sold. So what the British did was that they asked the Fulanis to carry Biafran flag and disguise as if they are Biafrans and attack the non-Igbo Biafrans and kill them, so as to create an impression that the Igbos are the one killing them. And at the end of the day, they will succeed in telling those ones that Igbos are their problems. This is why some Ogonis were saying they are not Biafrans recently. And that is why our leader have warned that no one should carry Biafran flag. No one. We don't want to play into the hands of the Janjaweed Fulanis, because the Fulani are deceptive. And now they can't go to their farms. That's the Ogonis. And, they can't go to their farm. And their lands haven't been cleaned after being promised up to 6 years now. This is the same tactics the Ebonyi State Governor, Dave Umehi, was using to discredit Eastern Security Network. He was the one organizing the killings of Biafrans in Ebonyi State, using his Fulani terrorist friends, until Eastern Security Network came in. And that stupidity, that evil, stopped. It ended. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, said he is waiting for the Ogoni leaders to ask for Eastern Security Network help, because sending Eastern Security Network without them asking or inviting Eastern Security Network will help the mischief makers to tell the Fulani narrative to the world. But if ESN is invited, then Ogoni Biafrans should be rest assured that within 48 hours, their land will be free from Janjaweed Fulanis. That's what our leader said, and that's true. You know, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that if the Fulani can defend their terrorist minister Sheikh Issa Patami, then it is logical for Biafrans to support Fada Mbaka against the Fulani Nigerian government attack. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asked Enugu Governor Ugwenyi that he should not be afraid of the Fulani Meyeti Allah. They can't do anything to him. He should be as bold as Senator Eyinaya Baribe. He should be bold. Fulani can't do anything to him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also said that if anything happens to Senator Baribe, then the Sultan of Sokoto's head will go for it. Gone are the days when the Janjaweed Fulanis would do anything in Biafran land or against any worthy Biafran sons and daughters without any consequence for their action. Gone are the days. The oil wells in Ogoni land belongs to the Sultan of Sokoto and the Emir of Gwandu. And you expect them to let Biafran to go peacefully? No, they won't. And that is why they are, deceiving people, deceiving our Biafran brothers and sisters in Ogoni land not to accept Biafra. And the only way to get back freedom is not by fighting for resource control, it's by getting complete freedom. Or else the Fulani will take their land from them. The Janjaweed Fulanis, they know how to deceive, Biafran politicians. They have announced election dates, an election that will hold sometime in 2023. They have done this to divert the attention of Biafran leaders, So why they are terrorizing and taking our lands? That's what they are doing. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said there won't be an election in Anambra come November 2021, except INEC will announce the result in Anambra State, not in Abuja, the same day the election was held, so that we will not end up having another Hope Uzodinma in Anambra State. No, God forbid, we can't. There are over 5,000 Yoruba refugees in Benin Republic. They were chased out of their ancestral land by the Fulani Janjaweed terrorists. The Fulani Minister of Defense, Magashi, who was involved in this, stealing of land in Yoruba land, said he can't tolerate the killing of bandits, but they are sending military to kill Biafrans, protecting Biafrans against terrorists. That's one thing we get in, that's one thing about the Fulani Janjaweed. Olusegun Obasanjo gave the Fulani Sharia law in the north, which they did not even agitate for too long. But restructuring agitation has been there for a very long time in the south, and they haven't gotten it yet. Because the Southerners are the one giving Fulani the chance. The Nigerian military can't go into an emir palace to shoot, but they were the one that went to Nnamdi Kanu's father's palace to shoot. All this nonsense has to stop, and it can only stop if we get our freedom. You don't need a referendum written in the Constitution for you to hold a referendum, because the power belongs to the people, and anything they want, they must get. The UK that we are modeling, the British government or the British Constitution, have no referendum in their Constitution, and yet they gave Scotland and British the opportunity to conduct referendum. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching my video. Please watch out for the next, and bye-bye.